It's Ash from Super Videos back for another live stream Q&A. This is going to be Q&A number 69. Now, as you may have noticed, this live stream is coming a bit late and I am not at home, but I decided to do this live stream anyway. It won't be that long, maybe 15-20 minutes, but I wanted to put this live stream out there anyway, just like every week, so that we kind of talk about what's going on in the universe of The Walking Dead. So we have Super Scrub saying hi. Hi, how are you? Another reason I wanted to do this tonight is because tomorrow I can't do it, and then next week I'm really busy, so then I would have to do it next Friday for the next live stream. So that's why I didn't want to skip this one, even though it's going to be a very quick one. I don't want to skip it so that we kind of talk about what's happening. So ask your questions, just like always. Any questions you may have, it doesn't have to be Walking Dead related. It can be anything, especially with the amount of new trailers we got for Season 8, second half of The Walking Dead. I'm pretty sure there's going to be lots and lots of questions for The Walking Dead, but if there's any other questions, you can ask those as well. Super Scrub said, this is the Squidward the Almighty meme god. Okay, so you changed your name, I see. So now I can identify who you are. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, let's ask some questions, guys. Don't make me, question whether I should have done this live stream. I'm just joking with you guys. We have 3 people watching. Maybe I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I hope we get some great questions for this week. We got some great questions last couple weeks, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the same. Super Scrub says, are you gonna shave? Yeah, probably. I don't want to go full Negan yet. Or full Rick yet. Negan didn't have a full beard, but Rick definitely did. I don't want to go full Rick. You never want to go full Rick. So what are you guys' thoughts on the last few teasers, trailers, and promos that they have released for the second half of Season 8? They definitely, swarmed us with lots and lots of new material to promote the second half of the season. However, I do feel, especially as a content creator, that it was too much. I feel like they should have stretched it out, or not stretched it, they should have spaced it out a little bit more, but Super Scrub, what are you gonna do at 1 million subscribers? Well, that's a long, long way, so we'll decide what we're gonna do when we get to that point, or get close to that point. It's way too early right now to be thinking about things like that. That might not even happen in the next 5 years, so way in the future. One thing I did want to mention, for the last video I posted for the uh, comic review of the latest issue of The Walking Dead, the audio on my computer, for whatever reason, was working not as expected, so that's why the quality was so low. I couldn't redo it because that was like my first reaction or first review of the issue after reading it. So I felt like if I do it again, it would take away from my thoughts and my reaction and my review of it. So that's why I just posted what I had. Hopefully that situation will get resolved, and hopefully next time when I'm doing not just the review but even the live stream here and things like that, the audio will be a lot better. And that's why I have these headphones right now, because the the audio on the computer is just really bad. That's why I'm using this here. So I hope that it's a lot better. Super Scrub. Well, I guess I will be the only one asking the questions today. Yes, it looks like you are going to be, which is good. You always ask some good questions. You ask some weird questions as well, but for the most part, you ask some great questions. I think this live stream is going to probably be around 25 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be too long, especially now that we only have one person asking questions. So Super Scrub, start asking your questions. And I think because this live stream is coming a bit late, some people might have missed it. Some people might have come early and seen that we don't have a live stream, so they thought that we're not going to have a live stream. So I definitely understand why there isn't too many people, but I just didn't want to skip this one because I can't do a live stream till next week again. So Nathan Cruz, what do you think Daryl will do about the Whispers? If Daryl survives All Out War, which I'm split on, I think he might survive, but there's a chance that they might kill him off. So if he survives, how is he going to react, or what is he going to do to the Whisperers? He's probably going to be freaked out, just like everybody else, for when they first meet the Whisperers or know about the Whisperers in terms of how they're introduced. But I don't think that he's going to treat them any differently than he's treating the Saviors. He's going to see them as the enemy. And, or I better say, he's not gonna trust them, and then once they do something that make him see that they are the enemy, he's not gonna back down. He's gonna treat them just like he treats the Saviors. He's gonna want to kill them all. He might even go more rogue than he's going right now, and he might go at a more extreme level of paying or killing the Saviors and things like that. Super Scrub, can I talk the episodes? I'm not sure what you mean there. You mean in the live streams? If that's what you mean, then I don't know how that might work, because, you know, it's a chat, so we might have to do, or I might start thinking about doing things like Google Hangouts or things like that, where, you know, a bunch of us can actually have a conversation instead of you asking questions, writing it down, and me reading it and answering it. But that's in the future. Okay, so you're saying talk about the episodes. Yeah, of course you can talk about the episodes. Every episode we've seen so far, all the way to Season 8, Episode 8, you can talk about. Or anything we've seen in the promos, trailers, or teasers. You said you messed on your words, no worries. Right now I understand what you meant. Let me also know how the audio is, because like I said, the last video I posted, the audio was bad, so let me know how the audio is. Because if it's good quality, then I'm gonna keep doing even the reviews, maybe the reactions and all of these things with headphones on. Super Scrub, how would Shane feel about Carl's death? He would rub his head like this, probably a couple times. but he would be devastated just like everybody else. I think they might, or he might even be more devastated because him and Carl had somewhat of a close bond, I would say. So, yeah, maybe he'll be impacted more than some others. Not Rick, but maybe some of the other ones. Or some of the other characters. King Ken 214 says, hello, hello, how are you? Super Scrub, Rubhead City. Yes, exactly. Just like that. And you have to have less hair for it to work out. For me, it doesn't work out, as you can see, because I have way more hair than John Bernthal did as Shane. So, yeah, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Nathan Cruz, do you think we will get Badass Rick with the huge ass beard that was ruthless in the rest of season 8? I really hope we do get that. A lot of people would turn into or tune into seeing Savage Rick versus Negan. Yes, I definitely want to see that as well, and I think we will see that. Maybe not Savage Rick 100%, but maybe Savage Rick 90%, because he is dealing with Carl's loss. He is dealing with everything going on. So, and he's a different man now. He's not going to be the same Savage Rick we saw before. He's changed a little bit in terms of the things he's witnessed. So I think we will see Savage Rick to an extent, but not all the way. Super Scrub, can I talk about the comics? Yes, of course you can. So spoilers for everyone who doesn't, or okay, here's how I'm gonna do this. Spoilers, because we're gonna talk about all of the episodes in The Walking Dead up to where we are now, season 8, episode 8, and all of the comics issues, all the way to the latest issue, which was, I don't even remember. Let me check, just to make sure that I don't mess this up. All the way to issue 176. So, spoilers for those of you that don't or not caught up in The Walking Dead's comic book or TV show. Now you can ask anything you want. Super Scrub, how will Negan be when he is in the cell in the show? Um, we're gonna see a softer side of Negan, maybe not too soft, but he's gonna reveal more about himself. I think Negan in the cell will be a lot like the Negan we saw when he was talking to Father Gabriel, when he was stuck in that um, trailer with Father Gabriel. It's gonna be close to that kind of Negan. Nathan Cruz, who's your favorite character? In the show, it's gotta be Rick and Daryl, and just give me my 1 minute, guys. And in the comics, it would probably have to be Rick, Negan in the show as well. But in the comics, probably Rick, Negan, Carl, Michonne, yeah, and Andrea. Andrea was one of my favorite characters as well. Rest in peace, Andrea. Super Scrub. You know what I would do with Lucille? It would be much. It would be much than what Negan does. I don't know what you mean there. That's either super disturbing or super creepy. I don't know which way you're going with that. We are like 16 minutes in, so maybe a couple more minutes for this live stream. Like I said, it's going to be a quick one, but you know, I just didn't want to skip this one. Much worse. Super Scrub said much worse. So you're gonna treat Lucille much better than Negan does, or much worse? I don't get that question. Nathan Cruz, how do you think the show will introduce the Whisperers? Great question. I think he's gonna, or not he's gonna. They're gonna introduce them the same exact way. Maybe a remixed version, but it'll have the same feel. It'll have the same idea as what was in the comics. At least I hope that that's the case, because their introduction in the comics is classic. I love it. I really love it. So I hope that they don't change it too much. Super Scrub, what I would do is shove Lucille down their throats and they start making beautiful music. Okay, that's weird, but yeah, I guess you ask weird questions, so that's expected. Or that's not even a question, that's just a general comment, which is more than I wanted to hear, but thank you for sharing. Super Scrub, trust me, it's worse. Okay, I trust you. I trust you 100%. Okay, we're like 19 minutes in, so maybe 2 more minutes. At 20 minutes, we're gonna stop the live stream. It's been I guess, an interesting live stream Q&A this time. One other thing I wanted to mention, the AMC page recently released yet another kind of promo. It's not really a promo, it's just an interview with the cast with some new clips here and there, but I just didn't want to go through doing a breakdown for that as well. But it's an interesting one, so if you haven't watched it, definitely check it out. It doesn't reveal too much that we don't know already, but there's some cool clips here and there that you can check out. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. If there's anything specific from there that you want me to talk about, let me know, or comment and let me know, and I will do a standalone video on just specifically the things that you guys ask. TKBTM, will they send zombie call after Negan? That would be very interesting. I don't think they're gonna do that, no. But I like the creative mind of yours. Super Scrub, how will Rick would feel way after Carl's death? How would Rick feel after Carl's death? He will be devastated, he will be confused, he will be broken. All of those mixed in with a feeling of wanting to take revenge, even though Negan and the Saviors weren't directly involved with Carl getting bit, but it's just the thought of, if they didn't do what they did, if the Saviors weren't there, will Carl be in that same situation to do what he did, to get bit? So a lot of feeling and emotions are probably running through Rick's mind. Nathan Cruz, how do you think Shane would look at Rick if he saw how Rick was like in season 5 with the huge ass beard? Shane would definitely be terrified of Rick back then. Yeah, I think Rick went full Shane multiplied by 100 in season 5. So Shane would have been terrified, in my opinion. Super Scrub, will Rex see hallucinations of Carl? He could. I feel like if they do that, that was already done with I'm drawing a blank on Lori, but so yeah, if they do it, then it'll be repetitive, but they could end up having something along those lines, or maybe dream sequences or flashbacks or things like that. That's also possible. That's more likely than hallucinations, in my opinion. So that's basically all for this live stream Q&A. Thank you for all of those that participated, that asked questions, and basically got involved. That's perfect. Thank you. I appreciate all of the support you guys have given me. I appreciate you guys getting involved, asking questions, and making this channel feel like a community, and basically being there when this channel is growing. So I really appreciate that. Nathan Cruz, peace, man. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Super Scarp says bye. Bye. Thank you again for everyone who joined and participated, asked questions. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time for another live stream Q&A. It'll most likely be next Friday. In the meantime, I might do videos here and there. Maybe not too much. Next week I'm pretty busy, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I will see you guys next week for another live stream.